This video and its content are protected by and operate underneath the guides of the Fair Use Act. It will be used for criticisms, reporting, possible teachable moments, but most importantly, my commentary and review. So, hey, YouTube and anyone who gets butthurt, do not come copyright striking my channel. Also, everything in this video is allegedly according to what has been alleged, because even if we see them do it with our own two eyes, hear it come out of their mouths with our own two ears, or read it in court docs, it is still alleged because we weren't there, so we don't know what really happened.
Big poppin', money in the bank coming, dropping a deposit. Having it my way, so I got these bitches watching. Steady getting to it, couldn't fit it in my pocket. Flexing everything, baby, tell me big poppin'. Money in the bank coming, dropping a deposit. Having it my way, so I got these bitches watching. Steady getting to it, couldn't fit it in my pocket. Flexing everything, baby, tell me what the topic.
Oh, that was weird. What's poppin', Henny? Gang, 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 gang. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to like, of course, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I do a video. And to all of my returning Henny gang down, yeah. Now let's get into it. Yes, I did hit my mic. Leave me alone. It's been a long day. Y'all have gotten a lot of content out of me, I must say. Okay, y'all got a Krishan video. Y'all got a Loose Coochie Ashley video. We had 2 back-to-back double headers over there on the Patreon. And now we are live with some RICO update information and stuff. So now, when I introduced this RICO case, we were talking about Jared Milgram. And even though we've said Jared Milgram was the photographer, okay, we never really got into Jared. We jumped straight into Wack and we jumped straight into Ray J, but we never really got into Jared. So tonight, I want to focus a little bit on him. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Jared Milgram. And I figure that we can start this off by going through his LinkedIn. And then I'm going to take you through some of the story, the backstory, along with the evidence of who Jared was to Ray J. But before we get started, I want to go ahead and I want to give my yours out real quick. So year to Aries rules. Yes, ETE. Year to Talia. Okay, what's poppin' CJ? What's poppin' Sarah? What's poppin' Paula? What's poppin' Miss TR? What's poppin' Miss Teddy B? What's poppin' Felicia? What's poppin' Latanya? What's poppin' Pretty Ginger? What's poppin' Gracefully Living? What's poppin' Wilson? Okay, wait a minute. What's poppin' Chocolate? What's poppin' Aisha? What's poppin' Larisi? What's poppin' Jenny from the block? What's poppin' Uniquely? What's poppin' Keeping Up with the Porters? What's poppin' Doretha? Hey, what's poppin' Sarah? Happy 5-month anniversary. Yes. What's poppin' Bree? What's poppin' JJ? Who is Jared? From last insert of suit, Jared packs 2 pow-pows messing with the Norwood gang. No. Not this Jared. Ski to Goddess, ski to Miss Poppington. Okay. What's poppin' Terica? What's poppin' Najee? What's poppin' Dre spits that faithful. What's poppin' Shiva? What's poppin' Tams? What's poppin' Be More Careful? What's poppin' YSDTTV? I like the name change. What's poppin' Ariana? What's poppin' T? What's poppin' Talia? Happy 7-month anniversary to Evelyn. What's poppin' Papa? Happy 5-month anniversary to Nina. What's poppin' Edna? What's poppin' Renitha? Happy 7-month anniversary to Nicole. Hey, Active Chuck salute is up in here. All right. Hey, happy 5-month anniversary to you. Got us with Scoop. I love you down as well. Okay. Up, Miss Poppington. Happy 8-month anniversary. Gang, 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 gang. All right. So, y'all, we're going to get into this content. All right. So, Jared Milgram as we know, was the photographer for Ray J. But I'm going to read for you his LinkedIn and give you a little information on him so you kind of know his backstory, right? So this is officially the LinkedIn page for him, all right? And it says about Jared. Jared Milgram is a visionary, but known for his celebrity friends, his content, and being founder/CEO of World Access. All right. Jared continues to work in the media and entertainment industry behind the scenes, producing to developing talent and always trying to create a bigger, better production. Today, major media outlets worldwide utilize Jared's editorial photography collection via his photo agency, the Photo Access, and its distribution worldwide. The Photo Access has grown to approximately 300 photographers in the US and worldwide. So since leaving this whole situation or this situationship with Ray J and with Wack 100 and Raytronics, he has gone on to his own successful endeavor, okay? Much of Jared's photography subjects centered on musicians and his involvement in the music industry, like photography stated earlier. His mentor, Hale Milgram, was president and CEO of Capitol Records. So he had a plug into the music industry via Hale Milgram, which was probably his dad or his granddad, because they were CEO of Capitol Records. I'm going to look that up, but that's what he's saying. In 2004, Jared enrolled at the prestigious photography school, Brooks Institute of Photography. Jared's training in technical aspects combined with his passion, warm personality, amazing network skills, insight, ear, and knack for befriending superstars and many before their fame helped propel him overnight to be one of the top music photographers in the industry. In early 2008, fresh out of Brooks, Jared was researching hundreds of artists on MySpace and came across an artist who literally had no plays. But Jared recognized talent, reached out to the label to do some photos, and was shortly hired by the label to photograph first performance of the tour and given basically all access. Jared then helped reconnect the artist and songwriter friend who had been dropped from their label, and the two shortly thereafter began working on a second album in history to produce 5 #1 singles. Now, would we go off a limb to assume that this is possibly Ray J that he is speaking of? Henny Glass in the chat if you think it's Ray J. I'm not sure, but that's what we're thinking. Approximately 2016, Jared partnered to help launch a brand a company that gained massive celebrity endorsements. Now we know who he's talking about, definitely for sure, right here. Okay, I'm going to read that again. In approximately 2016, Jared partnered to help launch and brand a company that gained massive celebrity endorsements and exposure overnight. Jared saw the future and did anything and everything he could to help make it a massive success, working closely with the founder, who described Jared as his right hand and secret weapon. Now, where have we heard that before? Jared was instrumental in creating the first few video advertisement campaigns that he directed, filmed, edited, and was creating most of the early photography and working on multiple celebrity endorsement deals, as well as researching future products and apps, sales opportunities, etc. In 2017, Jared was basically kidnapped, illegally imprisoned, and tortured by LAPD officers in a proven conspiracy, and was seriously injured, required cervical surgery as a result, and has been in litigation since, fighting for justice. This is on his LinkedIn. This is him, and that is on his LinkedIn. So he's letting people know that he was kidnapped. Now, I know that we've heard people saying that, oh, this story, you know, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really mean anything. He was kidnapped. He actually was kidnapped by the LAPD, like he says, according to the court docs. Remember, he was robbed by them, and then they tried to lock him up in the loony bin and say that he was crazy. Well, yeah, They broke his cervical bone. Child, we gonna get into that. Let me take this down off the screen for a second because I can't show you all my ancient Chinese secrets. I'm going to take you into the world of Jared. Is this it? And I'm going to show you Jared's work while he was working with Ray J. Because I feel it only right to do justice by showing his work. So Ray J and Jared were working together on Scooty bikes. And these are some of the photographs that he used to help promote Scooty bikes. They were used in advertisements. They were placed up on Instagram. And he never received the proper credit for these bikes. Here you see Ray J in the photo, okay? And they're positioning the bikes for the photo, obviously. Here you see more. These were custom bikes that were made. And as a matter of fact, Chris Brown, from what I've read in these documents, received a customized Scooty bike from Ray J. And these are the photos. This looks like it's taken at an amusement park. Again, this is another photo of Ray J. And he was a part of the team. This one right here is a Scooty bike that says TMZ on it. Can y'all see that? Let me zoom in. So this is a custom Scooty bike for TMZ. Okay. I'm trying to get to the one that is the customized bike that they made for Chris Brown. But remember, this is not the first time that we've heard about him making or giving product away to people. As you saw in the video that was played last night, Wack 100 received a pair of Raycons, and in the suit, it states that he also had received a red Scooty bike. This right here, while we don't have the full picture at this moment, this is a piece of the custom bike that was made for Chris Brown. Now, he and Chris Brown seem to be very close, but we're not going to get too deep into that. As you can see, these are blue and red Scooty bikes with the bandana prints on them as well. Okay. Again, all of these photos that you are looking at right now, they are Jared Milgram's work. Okay. These are all his photos. And he has not received the proper credit for said photos. Now, between Ray J and all of this hoopla that has gone on, when he decided that he was not going to give Jared what Jared was looking for, or what he was promised, I should say, he began to hit Ray J with takedown notices, okay? Now, let me bring this back up on the screen for y'all so that y'all can see it, because we are telling you I am telling you the story of what happened to Jared. So now here we see an email that says, takedown notice, illegal image use. Okay. Now he says in this email, hello, I'm writing to demand you to remove the below photos and videos on your site and Instagram and any other place. You are currently infringing on the copyright of Jared Milgram, who owns the images. We have filed a notice with your hosting service, GoDaddy, that you are in violation of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act and demand that they remove the infringed content immediately. We recommend being proactive and removing the content. Lost my place. Hold on. Before your hosting service does. If this content is not removed, we will be forced to take legal action against your business, website, and or its owners. Please let me know if you have any questions. These 83 plus images / videos, more than 14% of current 579 images on @ScootyBikes business page, were never licensed by your company or affiliates, nor were... Are you okay in there? Nor were credited, but stolen and created under a false agreement for 1% of Raytronics, which CEO Willie Ray J. Norwood Jr. stated on June 8th at approximately 3 a.m. he was not going to honor, that plaintiffs should seek a 9-to-5. Now, this was sent to Ray J from Jared, and this was Ray J's response right here. Take me to court. You've been paid. Take me to court. F you and your lawyer. Okay. And this is a list of, these are not links, so I cannot click on them, but these are the photos that were listed on the Instagram. Okay. And this is an email that was sent, and this was prior to this litigation that he has going on right now. Okay, so you can actually see that Ray J is actually a piece of crap. And I'm going to show you some more photographic work that he's done. And just so you know, Jared has been around for a span of a long time. This is not like this is somebody who just popped up out of the blue. This is somebody that there is video, and I'm going to show you video evidence of him referring to Jared as being his friend, referring to Jared as being his secret weapon. It's not like Jared was unknown. Everybody around Ray J was aware of who Jared was and is. Okay, there is an email that I want you guys to see that I'm going to read to you guys that Jared sent to Ray J. And in the end of this email, he says something that made me like, wow. But I have audio that I'm also going to play for y'all before I even get done with this video. Okay, here we go. This is an email that was sent to Ray J after Jared and Ray J had a falling out, okay? And this is going to introduce to you guys a lot of the audio that I might play tonight. Okay, so he reached out to Ray J. This was back on January 30th of 2018 at 3:13 p.m. He says, I just wanted to reach out and send you a note. Your dad ran into me getting car lubed. So Jared clearly has been around Ray J's dad. We know he's been around Ray J's mom. We know he's been around Wack. We know he's been around all of the celebrity friends. So for anyone to try to downplay him like he was just some photographer is bogus and BS. Okay, so he ran into the dad, and they were while he was getting his car lubed, and it was good seeing him. He goes on to say, I know things got out of hands, words, etc., got thrown around, and egos hurt. I'll never believe and still don't feel in my eyes that's how either of us wanted anything to transpire on top of an already stressful world, and we just needed to bring each other up and be focused on a million more pertinent uphill battles. We worked too hard to let petty BS ever get in the way and set us back. I doubt we'll ever move forward. It may be too late, and we're both too stubborn at times. And I know we ain't perfect and got a lot to learn. Hopefully, time lets us look at things from a more experienced angle. And if not, you still got something to smile for. Okay, he said, cops really tried to unalive me and really effed me up. I need neck and spine surgery, etc. And they did me better than if you would have sent Wack, or at least didn't cost you anything, LOL. So you still winning. If you didn't send Wack, but Wack is steadily saying that he has no knowledge. Whenever somebody brings up this RICO case to him, he's quick to disacknowledge that he has any type of association with anything that's going on. So y'all didn't get to hear the threat that was made by Wack 100 to Jared, which sucks. And I can't seem to open this up on my phone because the file is too large for me to open on the phone. And I'm trying to find my way around it in real time. And I appreciate y'all for bearing with me. I know, first of all, that this is not my normal time that I be going live. I know, second of all, this is kind of long. And I know, third of all, everybody is probably Mickey freaky tired. But I am hell-bent and determined to get this content to y'all. Do you hear me? I'm going to continue in the browser. All right, so I can play the Wack threat for y'all on my phone while the video downloads. So here is Wack's threat. It is not a cleaned up audio. No, that's still not playing. I did open my browser. I did open it in my browser. It's still not going. Hold on, because I'm downloading. And if I could do this with this, then I could do it with something else. It's only 8 where I'm at, so it's early. Girl, it is 11 p.m. on the East Coast. So all my East Coast people, they like, Henny, come on. Hey, Sherman. Salute to you as well. While that's doing its thing, oh, it might be done. Hold on. Don't play with me. Here is the Wack 100 audio of him threatening Jared Milgram.
That's all you do. That's like somebody damn shit about me. You know how tiny I am across the globe? I don't gotta tell nobody. They just gotta do it because they feel like that's what they're supposed to. So you do dumb shit like that. You can't call that the fact talking about I don't want a problem. You don't want a problem. That's dumb shit. You don't put dumb shit out. What do you mean? Like anybody does that.
I still feel you, Wack. I feel like you kind of, to be honest, you jumped the gun and put out this stuff. Like Ray went and told you, and you go and post this. You go put up that thing on Gram. That right there, like I did that. What? Okay, I thought I had only. Pardon me? I thought by when you had posted the photo of me back in. I was just calling you back. You had called me.
It's a problem, right? We're going to be the problem whenever everybody just deal with as a problem, right? Right? It's a problem. You're doing what you're doing.
Y'all can hear this? Henny Glasses in the chat if y'all can hear.
I'm not trying to have any problems. Like, I'm not trying to tap in. Like, you're an artist. Your game is using one of my photographer's photos to promote his stuff right now, Wack. Like, you don't see how involved I am in this industry. And I appreciate you honestly also putting up that post because when it exposed a couple fake people, you know, when you put up that post, I exposed some fake people in my life. You know. That guy Nico. That guy Nick Edwards goes and jumps. You know, I was trying to help this guy out. Mr. Dope is his name on Instagram. Mr. Dope. But yeah, but I mean, I try to help out. That's all I ever try to do. I'm a photographer, man. I'm a creative person. I'm just trying to get paid and put out good content, period.
Oh, no, I don't manage my own thing. Next time.
But that was the other thing I was just, I liked always about you, Wack, is, end of the day, we was always safe out here. We ain't have...
There you go. Stop doing the goofy shit.
You just, I mean, everything you, I'm not trying to reach, I'm not trying to reach. I just, end of the day, though, it's weird that I didn't talk to Ray when he sits, since June, when he sits there.
He said, Ray ain't going to say another word to you in life. That's done.
I mean, it's just crazy how a homie could go to be your engagement photographer, and then all of a sudden, by the time that happens, by the time the wedding,
he crossed the line putting out his own footage. Now, that's what I didn't get a chance to get into. But Jared was there. He was the photographer for Ray J and Princess's engagement. He took a lot of personal photographs and video of Ray J and different things that were going on. So it wasn't just like he was there photographing just the products alone. He was the videographer for Ray J's life at that particular point in time.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's a fucked up situation. Wow. I think. Pardon? I think we all fucked up, Wack. That's what I was respectfully. Don't fuck with nothing urban. This is a free world, Wack. Like.
He told him, don't mess with nothing urban. How you gonna tell him who he can and cannot work with and what genre and area he should be working in? Don't come around us. You gonna get effed up. We ain't gonna come around you. Don't come around us.
I ain't trying to hang out with, like, I was just trying to do business and stuff like that. Like, okay. End of the day, I still think, Wack, though, too many people in this equation that it should be only Ray and I talking, but everyone else. But that's the reason.
Did you hear him? We're not going to give no cracker 1% of our company for taking pictures.
Shit, probably cracker? Why the fuck can't a white guy? No, man. So now this is about race shit, Wack?
Now, we read that in the court docs, that he said that, and now you're hearing it. Wack is still on the phone.
Yeah. I don't see that myself, but everyone is entitled to their own views. I'm not trying to rob anyone, Wack. That's where I think you really have me fucked up. No, period. But, well, it can be. It can be. depends on how. Depends on, like, I don't know why a man can't. If you're, I mean. From the videos to the photos, everyone can do videos and photos, but I mean, but here's a perfect example. I have just, can I give one example? I understand, everyone has a camera, and it's really fucked my industry, where people look at a shitty photo and a good photo, and they're like, I can't see the difference. There's memes about that. But can I say one thing? Yeah, go for it. I have 200 photographers signed to me, and I told Ray, you can work with, I would love to. Period. But can I say the one other thing I was going to say? So Jessica would sit there and post stuff. We'd get 1,000 views on it. I'd sit there and post stuff. We got 50,000 views. We blew up. I was running social media. The day after I go talk to Justin Bieber's right hand, Alfredo, at Coachella, a couple days later, Justin goes and hops on it after I was telling him we could get Ariana one. When he's, when Jess is doing the kitey bike, she's like, Ray's like, how's it look? She's like, oh, it's good. And I sit there and, but I was running the Instagram, and then I'm going through all the messages when no one was knowing how to go through the hidden messages. So I'm messaging Swiss's people and tons of different people. I can't even think of all the people. I'm running around to...
So basically what he's saying is, I was doing the legwork. I was reaching out to these people. I'm the one that's in communication with them. When this person posts, it gets a little traction, but when I post it, it gets mega traction. I'm also in connection with all of these celebrities that are trying to get these scooty bikes, and basically you're telling me I'm not entitled to my 1%? Man, listen.
I still would love to just have a talk. I still think, I don't know why, for a second.
Now he's acting like a scorned little bitch.
But he crossed the line too in my eyes. You have to understand that. That's why I said we all fucked up. But at the end of the day, the world's smaller, Wack, so we can all help each other out to be bigger. That's the only reason. Can I say the one thing, though? He still has tons of my footage up and stuff like that. We don't care about it. So what? Just love the side of it. I just thought I just know I serve a purpose, Wack. I'm very... When I walk into meetings with Ray, he's like, oh, now we got our full $1 billion team. This is... I fully understand you guys don't need me. But... I mean, end of the day, we also love in hip-hop. The stuff that goes on that show, I don't know, man. Everything. We're just eating TMZ and all this shit. Stuff that people say. I'm just saying that people in everyone's lives mistreat everyone. I know that. I'm not sitting here saying exposing anything. I'm just sitting here saying, man, we all done fucked up shit to each other, and we generally can't forgive each other. We're gonna die. And when generally we had good heart feelings for each other as friends. That's all I'm saying. I don't appreciate that. can say shit. End of the day.
Nah, we ain't everyone. You ain't us.
How about that?
I'm just trying to. I'm just trying. I don't think that does anything good for anyone, but we can leave it at that for now. Well, let's leave it at that, this for now, you know, until maybe cool heads will prevail one day. Wack. I am living my life, Wack. I just was calling you back. You called me. I still feel there's. I don't know if that's. Wack, you called me. All right, man. I'm getting off this phone because now we're just gonna. It's not gonna be as productive. I want to be productive with. Wack, I like you. You're a good guy, man. I know. You've held down the homie, man. We was good. We never had issues out here. I got respect for you. Like, salute to you. That may not be the. I'm just saying it's a love. That was the wrong word. I just meant it's a love. Like, I said there's no. Man, I'm getting off this phone. I ain't productive, man.
But Wack says he has no knowledge of this RICO or why he's named in this RICO. But you're very heavily involved in the business dealings of what was going on with this RICO. You threatened this dude multiple times in that recording. You talked about the 1% with him. You're involved in this case. The minute that you told him that you would go out your way to destroy him, you were beyond knee deep in this case. Now, I'm going to see if this video is going to play for y'all. And y'all can let me know if it does. And if it does not, I will be looking in the StreamYard, okay?
My bro Norman right here out of Cleveland. They got the raised scooty bikes in Cleveland. He already got like 20. He just got 30 more. We running the game, all right? Come on down and get y'all some stuff.
Did y'all hear that? Henny Glasses in the chat if y'all heard that video. Oh, no, I didn't even put it up on the stage. God damn, Henny. All right, let me know if y'all hear it.
My bro Norman right here out of Cleveland. They got the raised scooty bikes in Cleveland. He already got like 20. He just got 30 more. We running the game, all right? Come on down and get y'all some stuff.
So you a scumbag, and you know you at times I've been a scumbag.
She is calling him a, quote, pathological liar. That's what Kim Kardashian is saying.
Like the past 4 years, you know.
All right, let me make sure y'all are getting the visual because it doesn't look like y'all are getting the video. Is it moving? The video is playing. Because it looks on my end like the video is not playing for y'all. Okay. All right. So you know what we're going to do? This is what we're going to do. I know what to do. I know what we're going to do. We're going to... Right. So we're going to go ahead and fix that problem right now. While we fix the problem, let's talk about this for a minute. Let's talk about the audio that we just heard. No, the video is still frozen. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to download it, and hopefully this video works, and then we can all say goodnight because I can give y'all the content, and that's that. Extortion at the highest level. In this video, you will also hear Wack 100 acknowledging the lawsuit. This very same RICO suit that was originally, it was originally a civil case. Wack knows about this case. Okay. He says he looked into it, blase, blase, blah. You're going to hear him say it for himself because y'all know I love a good expose debunk video. Y'all know I love doing those. Y'all know that I love proving folks to be wrong. And see, he ran his mouth a little bit too much. And because of that, I'm going to continue to be on his ass. And I'm going to continue to find all the dirt. Okay? And I'm going to expose it. And this RICO case was recently updated as of July 18th. There were 7 counts on that case. And out of the 7 counts, only one of those counts was dismissed and is not going to be brought back up in court. However, the other 6 remaining counts, including the 5th and 6th counts, are all dismissed pending amendment, meaning that Jared has to go in and he has to amend the documentation. And basically, what me and the Henny legal team have come to the conclusion is that Jared needs to get himself somebody who is versed in legal verbiage to rewrite his legal documents, because he wrote all of those legal documents himself. He wrote his own case out. And the courts themselves are saying that there are grounds for the RICO. Now, I'm going to pull those docs for y'all and have them for you in the next video, because in the next video, we're going to go a little bit deeper into things. What I plan to do with this is I'm going to show you who all of these people are that Jared named in that declaration. I'm going to show you all of the information that's in his declaration that is in his evidence. Because it's one thing for us to read a doc and say something. It's another thing when you have evidence that backs up what this person is saying. Who taped what? The audio that we were listening to? Jared taped that audio himself. He needs that guy from the Diddy cases. Thank you for the Cashapp. I appreciate you so much. I don't know about him getting the guy from the Diddy case because he has his own little stuff that's going on with him. And it seems like he's representing everybody that has a case against Diddy damn near. He runs his mouth as usual. He needs to go to jail, period. Threatening as well. Exactly. He's threatening this man. He's telling this man that he's a bitch. And you know, you over here asking for 1% of a man's company, and I'm not gonna give no cracker no 1% of a company. Listen, at the end of the day, the man did the work. It doesn't matter if he's black, white, brown, purple, green, yellow, orange. If he put in work that helped build a foundation, and you and I have an oral agreement, we have a verbal agreement that you are going to give me 1%, and I ask you to put that 1% on paper for me, and you are unable to put that on paper, but yet we're able to talk in text messages about it, and other people are also making comments and talking to me about this 1%. This 1% exists. They sold the company. Oh, the one who educated himself. Yeah, he need to get him to write his papers. Yeah, I agree with you. He needs to get him to write his papers. Depending on the state, if Wack's informed of the recordings, it's not admissible, unfortunately. Doesn't mean they won't hear it. Doesn't mean they won't hear it. They're still going to hear it. They're still going to listen to it. It just won't be brought in as evidence, but they still have to hear it if it's not admissible. they still have to go over all of the documentation, all of the evidence that is provided. Daphne Owens, I don't know who you are, but hello. Never seen you in here before. Mods, please and thank you. Right, or consider it, because even though it may not be admissible in court, a judge can still a judge can still make a judgment to allow it to be heard in court. Thank you. It's admissible if a crime is being committed. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know you were still here. Salute to Diamond in the chat. Let me check on the status of this video so that we could I could play this for y'all a little bit. This video, it seems to be taking a little longer than I My bad, y'all. That was me. That was me. Okay, that was me. Nobody's out to get me. That was all me. What I'm gonna have to do is do a part 2 to this. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to who is Jared Milgram, and break this down, because unfortunately I can't get the video to play. I can get the audio to play for y'all, but I can't get the video to play for y'all, and I want y'all to see the video as well. That video is an hour and a half long, but I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to play the parts that are pertinent to us. Right, I just popped back in like, hey. Now you see me, now you don't. But tonight I hope that you got a little insight into some of the things that you know, have gone on with Jared, that you do understand that Jared has been very prevalent and prominent in Ray J's building of Raytronics. He was around for the Scooty bikes. He was around for the Raycon earbuds. He was around for all of that stuff. So this is not somebody who just walked into the company, worked for them for 30 days, and then now all of a sudden he's, you know, asking for money. He's suing them for no reason. He's been around for a very long time. Also, there have been a lot of people that have come up unalived in this case. And the one thing that I do love that Jared did, even if these things have nothing to do with his case, he built a lot of evidence that speaks to the character of Ray J and Wack 100. He connected a lot of dots to things that I'm going to show to you, that I'm sure Damu Kiwe Conversations, my whole team, we are all going to be showing you different versions of all of this. We're going to put our spins on this. We're going to bring this out to you as a team. So there's a lot of moving parts to this. There's a lot of different stories that are all connected. I will tell you this much. Jared has information, well, not information, but the story that was out there about Game allegedly unaliving someone. If you know, you know the story that I'm talking about. It was the first Twitter unaliving. That's mentioned in here. The Main Street Crip case is mentioned in here. There's a lot of information that's mentioned in this whole RICO case that speaks volumes. So what I'm really hoping is that Jared is able to reword this and get this out the way that it needs to be presented to the courts, so that these documents can move forward and this case can roll out as well. Because here's the thing. To me, this case is not just about Jared anymore. This is about every instance of injustice that has happened. He was around when Whitney Houston passed away. And we all know Whitney's been gone for a very long time. So Jared's been around. Wack is the muscle for Norwoods. Exactly. And Sonia said that. Jared needs a paralegal to write his brief. He needs someone to write it so that it gets put into the proper terminology, the proper context, because as they've said, there is evidence there. It's just not worded and put together properly. Okay? Now, when we talk about RICO, we're not just talking about mobsters and gangsters out here who own garbage companies or who are selling liquor or who have front businesses and all of that. We're talking about people like Wack 100. We're talking about people who are committing crimes, getting away with them. And not only that, Wack was just recently on Clubhouse trying to tell people that he's not a snitch. But he snitched on himself a couple times in this. Remember the other night when we played that RICO, the whole thing, like, well, not the whole thing, but the half of a video that we did play, y'all? Remember when he talked about putting a whistle down somebody's throat? That's ratting on yourself. So if you tell on yourself, if you get on these internet streets and turn your microphone on or turn your phone on and get up here and tell on yourself, why would people really believe that you would not tell on everybody else when all you do is get up here and tell on everybody? But why don't you get up here and tell what you did to this young man here named Jared Milgram? Why don't you get up here and tell people how you threatened him? Because we all heard it. Why don't you get up here and tell everybody about how you the muscle for the Norwoods? Why don't you get up here and tell everybody just how deeply involved in this you really are with your threats and your intimidation tactics and your extortion and your muscling? But see, what happens is when you tell on him, even when you have proof, even when you use his voice against him, you use his own words against him, it's always a lie. It's never the truth. He'll never want to talk about it. Wack 100's name is the topic of conversation to majority of the bloggers in this sector, okay? Everybody's got all eyes on all the BS that goes on with him. That's why your number's down in your Clubhouse room, son. Because you can't talk about you. Your people can't bring up the topics that are going on outside of the honey side in the room for you to talk about it. But you got a lot of things to answer for. Why don't you answer for why you lied on Big U? Why you created this narrative that doesn't even make sense or go with anything? Why you did that? Why don't you tell everybody it's because you scorned because he stopped messing with you because you a rat? And there's proof. Back. CS2 back. Why don't you tell everybody how you shit on everybody around you, how you try to build these people up and use them? And when you can't use them no more, you toss them to the side, but you disgrace them when you do it. It's okay. You don't have to tell them because you show them every day the type of piece of shit you are. Anyway, sorry, y'all. I kind of went somewhere. But I'm back now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to clip up any portion of the video, you do have permission to go ahead and do so. Please just always give credit where credit is due. Please don't try to alter my face or any of that out of there. If you're going to cover it up, still give me some type of credit for the work that you are borrowing and using on your channel. I don't mind at all. That's all I care about, is giving proper credit. I know that it is late. I appreciate each and every one of you who have run video to video with me, platform to platform with me. I appreciate all of the love and support that you guys give. Without y'all, there is no me. So when y'all rest well. And remember that love is always love. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace, y'all.